Good morning, everyone. Virgo here. It is August 18th, 2020. So for those of you that don't know and never got the message from 4 years ago, the Virgo Triad channel exposes scams, con artists. And I try to make sure that those of you that are maybe unaware of particular things that are going on won't fall into the trap. I get a lot of backlash for that, getting some this evening as a matter of fact, and that's perfectly fine with me. It just means I'm doing what I set out to do. So we're going to take a look at some of the GoFundMe accounts that are up for Millie Weaver, and have absolutely no idea whether these people actually know her or not. In reality, we do know that the team fundraiser and organizer of this particular GoFundMe does not know her, as he openly admitted to that. And now there is a second party on here, yet again another person who sets up fundraisers for what appears to be this type of ordeal. Also seems to be someone within the journalistic group that is now on this fundraiser in addition. This particular GoFundMe started out at $20,000 as a goal on Saturday. It has consistently risen every time it's reached the goal. It now has a goal set at $175,000, where they've raised $164,642,000 of that money. By far the largest of the GoFundMes I have located for Millie Weaver. Moving on. Here is GoFundMe number 2, set up for Millennial Millie. There is a goal of $1 million, and it has raised $335 thus far, although from my understanding it's only been up for 17 hours. Anthony Garrett is the organizer of this fundraiser, and apparently is stating that it's because her and Tori says they are going after the deep state. Look up Shadowgate on Tori says on YouTube. Millie Weaver is indicted by the deep state because they are going after them and making it public. Actually, Millie, if you watch my previous video, was indicted by the state of Ohio for a domestic violence charge against her mother and the robbery or taking of a cell phone, in which was part of that case. So there's nothing that is a part of this particular GoFundMe that is actually even true. We don't know who Anthony Garrett is, nor do we know whether Anthony Garrett knows Millie in any way, shape, or form. Moving on to the next one. Here we have one that was set up 3 days ago, called the Millie Weaver Defense Fund. It's raised $30 out of a $10,000 goal. Dan King is the organizer for this particular fundraiser. And it says that it is to raise money for Millie Weaver's unjust incarceration, to provide her and her family legal representation. We will set her free. Every cent donated will be given to the Weaver family. I wish to contact Millie or someone close to her family that I can set up as a withdrawal recipient. We don't know what the facts are on this. We have no idea who Dan King is. And although it's only $30, it's somebody's $30. Moving on. Here we have another GoFundMe that has been set up for a goal of $70,000. Now, this person has yet to have raised anything, but it is set up to free Millie Weaver by a Radimus Rosus, who is organizing this fundraiser. And as you can see, it was created only 4 hours ago, so it's just now being shared and put out there. So, this particular scenario here is really interesting, because there's already a GoFundMe for an exorbitant amount of money that obviously everyone knows about. To add an additional $70,000 to that makes virtually no sense. There are many more that are up here that have no money in them yet, but have goals of anywhere between $10,000 and $100,000. As you can see, this is absolutely being used as a scenario to be able to collect large sums of money without the availability to know, number one, whether this would ever even get to Millie, number two, who these parties even are, and number three, why in the world she would need so much money to go towards a legal defense that really is just kind of a charge that she's even dealing with. So again, bringing awareness to this, and this is only on the GoFundMe platform. We haven't even moved over to Fundly yet. So here we are over on Fundly, which is another crowdfunding charity platform. And as you can see, we have Millie Weaver's legal defense, a goal of $50,000. And so far, there's been $414 raised on this. This is being done by someone named Casey Booker. And of course, it states that, this is a legal fund that has to do with the documentary of the shadow government. Again, this is obvious to me. The people are using this, and whether this is, I'm not saying that Millie's involved in this or that any of her family is involved in this. I'm simply saying that there are tons of people that are profiting off of this scenario. People, pay attention, please. Please pay close attention. And to those of you that don't like what I'm putting out, well, that's just too damn bad. Because the truth is, the Virgo Triad channel always researches everything. And what it is that we are researching for at this point is the potential of a scam. And look at what we're seeing. This is not a good thing for anyone involved. We're in the middle of a national crisis right now. People are low on money. People are unemployed. And this is what is happening. There are more on Fundly and even other platforms that I've looked at, but I'm not going to go over the rest of them. You should be able to determine from what I'm showing to you that this is something that needs to be watched very, very closely. Again, look at the goal. $50,000, $70,000, $1 million, $175,000. Does this sound right to you guys? All right, everyone. Have a good day.